Good morning. Good morning, everyone. I'm so glad that you're here. It is Tuesday, where we get to choose our attitude of the day. Lazy days ahead, and Rebecca touched by yarn. Good day, everyone, Rebecca says. J3GS. Hello, son. Hello, sir. My buddy. Best yet. How are you off today? I'm so glad you're here. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Tuesday with Dale. And share the love out, she says. That's wonderful. And wicked awesome gardening. Hi, Danny. I am so thrilled for you, young lady. You blew up all over the place. Oh, goodness. I'm going to sneeze right off the bat. I was praying that the Lord would help me. Hey, Kim. The Lord would help me not sneeze during this. Now, can y'all hear? I've got a turtle tank that is running in the background. Hey, Shanny. Oh, I do have Sherry from Black's Tropical Homestead. My buddy is in the basement, and we're going to do that new experiment on StreamYard today. Jesse from Lazy Days Ahead helped me set up my StreamYard so that we could stream out to each other's channels. And you see, I got a box here, got some things, and I have some bags and boxes on both sides of me. It's been a You cannot hear the turtle tank. Good, because that kind of stuff bugs the stars out of me. Hey, Carla and Deborah and Jersey Dolphins. I've missed you. I'm so glad to see you speak up. I know you got those grandbabies that are keeping you busy. So I got my Brampton Gardener. She makes me feel sassy. And I thought what we would do is go ahead and get kicked off because it's going to be an interesting show today, and it's not going to be as positive as most of the programs are, but it's real life, and it's the things that actually happen in real life. Oh, I'm glad you like the mug. So the first thing we're going to do is our Tuesday message. Let me get my little pictures here. I wanted to share a little something with you, and it's rather empowering to me. But today, I'm going to concentrate on knowing when to stand up for my faith, when to stand up for my family and my soil family, when to stand up for humanity, and when to do those types of things. I do have strong people stand up for themselves, but the strongest people stand up for others. And I wanted to read you a little bit about it's some lyrics from a song that I found last night. I won't read the whole thing, but I can hear it saying, I'll rise up. I won't sing it. I'll not be afraid. So it says, when you're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you. So we're going to walk it out. We're going to move mountains. We're going to walk it out and move mountains. I'll rise like the day. I'll rise up. I'll rise unafraid. I'll rise up. I'll do it 1,000 times a day. I'll rise up high like the waves. I'll rise up in spite of my ache. I'll rise up. Now, we can't always control the things that happen around us and sometimes to us, but we can control how we react to them. And that's where the power is. So Good morning, everybody. I just wanted to share a little bit about knowing when to rise up and what to do. Hands in the dirt. Hey, darling. Soil sister, good morning. I appreciate everyone coming in here. F.R. Humphrey, Brampton Gardner. Look at here, baby. I got your sassy self with a little lipstick on the edge, which is par for the course for you. So I'm going to bring Sherry up in just a second because I have a discussion that I want to talk about. I went through an experience this past week, and it wasn't very pleasant. And I hesitated to share. I hesitated to reach out. I was afraid, was really afraid to reach out and to talk to other people. Yes, tasting extra good, Brampton. But what helped me rise up and stand up was knowing that the way that I was treated should not ever happen to anyone else. And that helped me a lot. So, Sherry, I'm going to ask you to come up and join me so you could give me some bravery for the first time in a really long time. You're muted, baby. I was a little nervous about the talk today. So we need to turn your volume on, sugar. Oh, good. It's on.
Oh, good morning, Soil family.
Good morning.
You are not nervous about this conversation today because we had this talk. We had this talk yesterday and today. But
I need to let it go is what I need to do, but I just can't do it because I know that in the uncomfortableness and degrading language, I'm not alone, that this is a common occurrence.
yes,
And
that's what I
share,
tell you. That's what I've been telling you. Even last week when it happened, and that's the thing. You went through trying times unexpectedly, and you did not deserve what you went through, but you went through it. It obviously, I said it yesterday,
rise
it was
up.
necessary. It
Yeah,
was necessary. It happened for a reason.
that's
But
right.
I went through things last week. So that let you know that you were not alone, even
That's right.
though they all look so much different. But think about what we have: 60 people, 58 people or so in
Yep.
the chat. Everybody go through things. And for us to share our stories when we go through things, not saying we should share everything.
That's true. Well, I'm
But
kind of
what
sort of
God
in
tell
both.
us,
Yeah, we're
what
both
God
kind of
tell us
sort of.
is to,
Go
to
ahead.
share your story, you should share it because you could save another life. You definitely letting somebody know. And I always say if it's just one person, let
Right.
that one person know that you are not alone. So yeah, we want to hear what you have to say, or
Well,
what you
thank
want
you.
to share with us.
Thank you. Okay, so I hate it when people talk around things, like this happened, blah, blah, blah. So I'm just going to spit it out and let people understand where I'm coming from today. Last week, I had a doctor's appointment and I had not been there in a while. It was about 18 months. I had some genuine concerns, but hey, Tuber Chat, before I went, I had done my homework. I wrote a list of all my concerns. I had even called my insurance company to see which brand of medication they would cover. I knew that my physician would not have a long time to be able to speak to me, so I wanted to expedite. These are tests that I need to catch up on, CT scan, mammogram, colonoscopy, those types of things. And when this particular doctor walked in the door, he didn't hear any of that. He didn't know that I had tried to see him a couple of times during the year. Yeah, suburban hillbilly. And I understand because we don't go to the doctor when we get a splinter. We usually try herbs or whatever we can find to be able to help us. And Sherry's going to talk about that in a little bit. Anyway, I was greeted rudely and told that I only have 15 minutes. How do you expect me? Don't come at me with a list of things because I only have 15 minutes. Pick your top two. And that was very, it didn't go well from there. Let's just put it that way. It didn't get any better. And so what I did was gather my things and said, well, this is not going to work today. I'm going to have to leave. He said, I don't want you to leave. I just wanted you to know that you're expecting unrealistic things in 15 minutes. Well, had he only let me speak for maybe 3 minutes, I could have gotten out all of the things that I needed to say to him. And unfortunately, he wouldn't let me speak because he kept saying, I've got 15 minutes. So I can't go back, and I could. And when I went in another department of the building, there was some other staff that shared with me that that is a very common occurrence because my explanation to them was, wow, I just had an argument with my physician. That's never happened before. And they said, let me guess. And that is a common occurrence around here. So when I left, I could have easily slipped away and just found another physician and not said a word to anybody. But how would that have stood up for the people that are coming behind me? And I talked with my buddy Sherry about it. And Sherry, I want to bring you in on this conversation to
Okay.
know that we do have to sometimes stand up, even when it's uncomfortable, and so that we can help the next person.
Yeah. I mean, especially with me coming from, I've been in the medical field for so long, it's just not fair for anybody to be mistreated or I always say you can say anything, it's how you say it.
Yes,
So if he had 15 minutes, you know, how do you just come in and say, look, I only got 15 minutes? You already basically had his work lined out for him.
right. But he
So
didn't know that because
and
he wouldn't
he didn't
listen.
take the time.
No,
So I'm proud of you for speaking up and
thank you.
not just walking away. And the scary part is you have had medical issues that could have you wouldn't be here today.
Right,
So why not pay attention to yourself and know certain things that the doctor should want to know? Like
right.
I went to the doctor today and he wanted to know,
Yeah,
is there anything new? I was just there last week. It
right, right,
hadn't even been no period of time. He said, other than this, that, and the third that we already talked about, and we'll talk about it more, but is there anything new?
that's right. That's right. And I mean, but he was listening to you, which is good. And I understand that there are sometimes some things that we can't. Oh, yeah, I was charged for the visit.
Yeah. And
I was absolutely charged for the visit.
that's a big thing with me. Like I understand that you can't sit here for hours and talk to me, and most people have that sense that the doctor
Sure.
is busy and he got
I
other
know they're in
patients.
a hurry.
But come on, some things you just don't do. And you taking my money for me to come in here and sit down and
Right,
talk to the doctor about what's going on with me. And some visits take longer than others.
right.
Some do.
Well,
But
yeah, the thing is, most of the physicians are now paid by a conglomerate.
yeah,
And so they get paid if they see one person or if they see 40 people.
yeah,
And it's very unfortunate. And I mean, we were like friends, like friendly.
yeah.
And I said, I thought we were friends. And he said, well, we are friends, but you got unexpected expectations of me. And then I said, well, what you said is very hurtful. How do I know if my top 2 that I tell you today don't leave out the other 4 that could potentially be life-threatening?
Exactly. I mean, life threatening, not down the road, but when I get home today.
Yes.
So, what if one of these other issues that you don't have time to hear come back at me when I leave this doctor's office? And then it's like, oh, she just left the doctor. What did she mention it to him? No.
I
Actually,
couldn't.
he spent 10 minutes telling me that he only had 15 minutes. So I only had 5 minutes to try to talk about what I could, which is everything that he doesn't even cover. So
Right.
that's why I say I'm proud of you for not giving up
Thank you.
and to tell your story, because this story is not just you are not the only one with this type of story, and it make people realize that I'm not alone, or I'm being strong when
Right.
I speak up, because some people cannot. I think about people like Sandy. If she
Right.
had to go to the doctor by herself, what if um she had a senior transportation service picking her up and taking her to the doctor? She had no family, no advocate. What if? And this doctor just treated her like crap, and she could not come back and talk to anybody. Think about people in the nursing homes, hospitals that
That's the
cannot
truth. They can't
relay,
speak for
cannot
themselves.
speak for themselves. They can't relay a message back to their family. And
I
these
mean, when
doctors just get away with it. No. And I
what
told you,
yeah.
you said, well, I don't want to be the reason why he get in trouble or something. And I told you, what did I tell you?
Who said
You
it
are
wasn't
not,
me? It
it's
was
not,
his behavior,
it's
and
his
I understand.
behavior.
I
If
understand.
he did not want to jeopardize his license or his profession, or not even have other doctors looked upon weird because you don't want to be treated this way again, you speak up. Until you speak up, you giving him the right to continue to do this to other people, which is not
Right.
fair.
That's right. And so I did. It does come up with a happy ending. I have a good friend that happens to be very high in the entire medical conglomerate that is in our area, and um, he's he genuinely cares. I miss him being in this town a lot. But I did speak with him. He put me in touch with another young lady that is in charge of all of the medical offices in our area. Thank you. Thank you, Best Yet. And I have an appointment with another doctor that I've never seen. The problem is, it's not until May 25th, and it's at 7 o'clock in the morning. You guys.
That's my time of the day.
It is you're rocking at 7. And it's got water and I need some coffee. And I said, oh my Lord, honey, 7 o'clock in the morning. I might have to come in my pajamas, but yes, I'll take it. She said, that'll be fine. You just come right on. So it was time to change anyway. But what I'm saying is, when I walked out of that office, I was made to feel as if it was my fault. But there's no excuse for anyone, especially in any type of authority, to speak down to you and to talk to you like you're a dog on the street. It just is not right. And I have sense enough to be able to go out and speak up. There were the waiting room of the elderly and the young and potentially handicapped that were waiting. They can't speak up for themselves.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
so it's my turn to speak up.
that's right. That's right. And somebody got to do it. Look at my shirt.
That's right.
One ain't easy, but somebody got to do it. And I'm glad, you know, that you
Yes.
are doing it. You didn't just go home, even if you just called me
Right.
or one of your friends and say, "Hey, this
And
is what's going on." At least you spoke up, and to find out that it doesn't just happen to you in that very same office.
Right. Well,
Other
that was
people
yeah,
have
that
had
was
the same
I
issue.
thought, well, you know what? It can't be everybody else all the time. The common denominator is this physician, and, at the very least, he needs a class. So, yeah,
Yeah.
that was
So it and and events like this can make people say, "That's why I don't go to the doctor, or I'm not going." And we all can fall guilty, even us in the medical field, of not going to the doctor to see about ourselves. But
right,
how do we know about ourselves for the most part if we don't go and see about ourselves?
right. Well,
So
you know, yeah, that's right. And I walk into the doctor's office or whatever office. I'm a team player, right?
mhm,
I, I'm on your team, buddy. I've done my work. Here's my list. Here's some things. This is what I need to catch up on. Boom, 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 boom. Hand this to your assistant to be able to schedule these things. I don't need your time for this because somebody else can do that. But when you have the team player kick you right smack in the face, it's a whole nother story. But
yeah,
Sherry, you had an experience where you went to see a doctor last week for the first time and came back in this week.
yeah.
And what did he say?
So last week's appointment, I felt like I went to see a new doctor. I broke my back a few years ago nursing, which has retired me, and
Right.
my back has been bothering me. We do a whole lot here. I knew picking up puppies and all this stuff. Okay, my back hurting. So let me go to the doctor. Their main thing was your blood pressure is extremely high. I think I was there, what, maybe 3 hours? I'm like,
Right.
he still sit at the doctor's office 3 hours later. My blood pressure is high. And I was thinking, I don't think my blood pressure is high. My back is killing me. I know that that can contribute to my pain. But okay, all these new doctors. Anyway, they wanted to see me in a week. We got to get your blood pressure under control, put you on this steroid, see if we can get this back pain under control, see where your blood pressure go. I changed my diet, not being able to move around as much as I usually do. Okay, I have an entire apothecary in there that
Yeah.
I can play with, but I don't want to do too much with these new meds. So let me take my meds, work on my diet. I know I need to lose weight, exercise more, but I can't. My back hurts. Walk
Right.
in the doctor's office today. Went for a 1 week checkup, and the doctor said, "I knew who you were last week."
What do you mean?
And it's a new doctor, and I'm just like, "Okay." He said, "I watch your YouTube channel."
How cool is that?
Okay, so what is fascinating to him is the apothecary side of our YouTube channel. And I told him, I said, I'm cleaning up my diet some because I eat whatever I want when I want to. And I know that's not always good, even though I'm not a big advocate of cut out all this stuff, because what you love, you love. Just moderation, eat a little bit, enjoy what you eat, but think about the healthy things, the fruits, the vegetables, and staying away from red meat, whatever. Okay, and pork.
Oh, really?
So he said, um, I said, well, yeah, I decided to jump into this apothecary thing because I don't like taking medicine. And he said, I think that is amazing. The fact that you can grow your own meds and teach people how to take these things. He said they work. You don't have to worry about these herbs. They won't hurt you. You know, I said, well, I don't tell people don't come to the doctor because I just felt like maybe he getting ready to get in this, you got to come to the doctor and be
Right.
prescribed this medicine. He said, no, you tell your people right. You tell them do their research because you
Right.
don't know what anybody's medical history is. And you talk about these different herbs that can help. I got a whole bag of blood pressure medicine here that I grew in my yard.
Yes, right.
A whole bag
You
of
need to
blood
tell
pressure
people what
medicine.
that is. It's fabulous.
It's amazing. And he said those herbs do help. He said that cayenne salve that you make is proven.
Oh,
The
I was rubbing
capsaicin.
that stuff on my joints last
Ooh,
night like crazy, and it
he
really
said the
does
capsaicin in it
relieve it.
is the exact same thing. The capsaicin and the cayenne pepper is the exact same thing that they put in the synthetic meds. So if you can grow it and make it at home, it just make more sense.
Right.
So
And I need to do that as well.
that's the thing, and we beat ourselves up because we can always, we get in this mode. Well, it's bathing suit season. I need to lose weight. I could honestly, I don't care about the weight. I'm a little fluffy, and it is what it is.
I do. I
We love to, we are semi nudists. We'll go to the nude beach or whatever. I don't worry about the weight, but we wait till times like now around summer, and it's like, oh, I need to lose some weight because my stomach isn't where I want it to be before I go on this cruise or before I go to the beach. We need to do better all the time.
Well,
All
you and I have both spoken about that as far as our weight goes, and that our joints, your back, my knee, my hips, things like that, we will be better if we
yes,
can lose some weight. It's
yes.
health reasons, it's health reasons.
Yeah,
It's
not
not
because of
as it's
physical
not
appearance.
yeah. I mean, I would like to be slim and trim, but it is mostly for health reasons.
Yeah, we all like to be slim and trim. And I was telling him last week, I'm like, I know I need to lose weight, and I know I need to do this, and I know I need. And he said, I'm not concerned with that. I'm not concerned with that. We need to get this back under control, and then we'll work on your blood pressure. So, we just have to be consistent, and that is a hard word.
Yeah.
Being consistent with things. Like the last week, I've done good. Bobby said we went to Sam's. He loves Sam's Club pizza. He said, "Well, you can't have pizza," and I said, "Yeah, I can have pizza. I can have one slice of pizza instead of buying the whole pizza. We'll just get this one slice, sit down and eat it, and that's it. Why
Yep.
take a whole pizza home when I know I'm full off that one slice, but I gotta have another one because that one slice was so good. So it's just cutting back, moderation. Whatever you used to doing, cut it in half.
Well, that's right. That's right. I mean, and yes, we can still have mostly what we
Yes,
want. Um, but there are some things that we need to
cut back.
cut back and a few things that cut out. But honestly, I can tell you personally, if I am craving something
You gotta
and
have it.
I don't get something similar, I'm gonna eat the wallpaper, man. I eat everything I can get my hands on until I actually get that thing satisfied. So, yeah, weight loss for health first and then for aesthetics second. That's right,
Yeah.
Ruby. Hey, real star. Hey,
So Sarah
darling.
asked, did he mention interactions? So actually, my doctor loved the fact that I dabble in herbs. He said it is one of the best things you could ever do. He said he grew different herbs for tea when he was in college, and now he said I want to grow my own tea so bad.
Right.
I
That's
told him,
right.
I said, we do. And something such as, I told him, I said, I got a whole bunch of hibiscus that I grew last year. I'm just not consistent. And that's my fault. I
Right.
grew it. Why don't we drink this, even if it's just a cup rather than coffee?
Yes. But look
Simple.
at the difference in your experience with your physician being supportive of what you do, looking after you, trying whatever needs to be done. And my experience of when I handed him a list of the blood tests that my daughter, which is a registered nurse studying to be a PA, gave me, and she knew the specialist that I was headed to after his office. So
Mm,
she gave me these list of blood tests so that when I walk in these offices, I can already have the information of the blood test that they're going to run. And he handed the phone back to me and said, I don't even know what some of these are. I'm doing what I want to. I don't have any information. I don't have any need for this information. You'll have to get that done at another doctor's office.
that's just, I mean, an idiot. Because most doctors you go to, Even if you go and, I broke my finger, your primary really doesn't know how to care for that broken finger
Right.
or sports meds or all these different dietitians, but they give you a referral
Right, they
to
have
go to other.
resources. They kind of
Exactly.
like at the Puppet Master where they put this hand out here and that hand out there and this foot out
That's it.
there, you know,
It's a
that
network.
kind of
It's a
thing.
network. It's just like us. We are a network. You
Oh,
can go to the
Lisa.
Land and Plenty and learn how to grow tomatoes at the Land and Plenty. You
That's
can go
right.
to Black Tropical and learn how to grow tropicals or bananas. You can go to Jesse
Absolutely.
and Lisa's and learn how to make things like Lisa's jams and
Oh
jellies.
my
I mean,
gosh, are
it's
they
a
good?
network. Go
Right.
to Best Yet. She'll teach you how to
She
crochet
pins
and
and gardens and crochets and decorates. That woman is so talented.
so it's a
Oh,
network. So I saw Sarah asking, this is hibiscus, um, Jamaican sorrel or
I'm
Jamaican
gonna need some
hibiscus.
more of that this year too when it comes off. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It is good for high blood pressure and so many other things. And my medicinal Mondays, I usually talk about herbs, and
Do
I
you
will do
think it's
better
too
with it.
late? I'm sorry to interrupt. Gosh, I'm interrupting you like crazy today. I'm so sorry.
Go ahead.
Do you think it's too late to plant a sorrel seed?
Nope. I planted sorrel seeds last year after Soil Family Expo.
Okay, well,
Did
good.
you
Well,
see
we're
that
in business
giant?
then.
And you saw the giant laying in my yard in
The
October
tree
when
was this big around. The
after I
baby
had
one
cut
in
it three
summer.
times, I kept taking the saw to it because it would lay down in the walkway. It was huge, so it doesn't take 3 or 4 months in October or September or something. It's starting to flower. But what I did was this is the fruit from last year. I just freeze dried it.
Right.
I still got a bag and a half left that we will start drinking today because our health depend on herbs. And I said to the doctor today, I said, I know better. The thing people will play crazy. Oh, I didn't know this. Oh, I tried to. I know better. And I told my
Right.
doctor, I said, I know better. And I know that God has put everything on this earth for us
That's
to
right.
be able to
Yeah.
live, survive,
He
and be
really
healthy.
has.
And I saw a friend do it until she was 108. We just have to be active and do it. We got all these issues, but we never want to look at the solution. We
That's
have
right.
the solution. We have the solution. So we just need to do better.
And, the funny thing is that people say, "Well, I don't know what the side effects of those herbs are. I don't know what the blah, blah, blah." Have you ever read the back of a bottle of Tylenol or any of your prescription medication?
Yeah.
Woo! You talk
Mhm.
about some side effects. Heard anything on TV that is a subscription and it could cause you to grow a second head and a third foot, and it's like, "What?"
What?
You know?
Yeah. No, thank you. Yeah. It's just about and I told Andel today we need to have more conversations about our health because it's important. And sometimes somebody may be sitting in the hospital or in the doctor's office and hear these conversations that it's okay. We all go through things,
Yes,
but we just have to do what it takes to be better going through these situations, such as grow our own herbs or share our own herbs. We have
that's
an
right.
entire family out here, and some people cannot grow these things.
That's
Never
right.
be afraid to reach out and say, "Hey, I am unable to get garden." And you don't with me, you don't have to give me an explanation. I'm
That's right.
unable to do this. Can I purchase from you or can you
Yes.
share? Everybody don't have the funds to be able to purchase things. Reach out. Reach
Yes,
out
because we
because we
can
want
we
everybody
can
to live.
help ourselves.
Yeah.
And I just I asked Sherry, y'all, this morning. I called her and I said, my Tuesdays are usually empowering and incredibly positive. And this is not exactly a positive type of subject. And she said, "Anne, there are people out there that need for you to share it. And I have my own stories too." So I went, "Okay."
And that's powerful. And that's powerful
It
because
is.
we read, you get your own set of emails at Andale Homestead, but and messages from Facebook, Instagram, and same with Black's Tropical and other
Yes.
content creators. Um, we get our share of wow, thank you for that story. So
Right.
this is powerful and it is positive because it's giving people hope and telling people to stand up and never give up.
Well, I could tell you one of my favorite sayings now is, um, I walked out of the fires of hell carrying 2 buckets of water to put out some fire for someone else. And
Thank you.
that is so empowering to me to think that I know that my Lord and Savior has surrounded me in protection. And I'm coming out of that fire not even smelling like smoke, carrying buckets for other people. So it's like, yes, okay, I can do this. I can do this.
You got this. You got this. You know, it I'm even when my doctor said sharing my trials and my story about this back. And I was like, yeah. I mean, it's important. It's important because
That's right.
people you everybody pain level is different. I have a very high tolerance for pain, but I'll never give up. And I'll never sit and say, I might get tired, but I'll never give up. So me showing my strength and encouraging people to never give up. Your own
That's right.
family may not want to hear it, and you like, you right in the room next to me. But to sometimes jump on this YouTube and hear somebody say, "Don't give up. I got your back. I'm praying for you. I love you. You are
That's right.
strong." That make you say, "Man, maybe I
Here
need
we
to
go.
rethink this.
Okay,
We got
I
this.
got it. I
We got this."
y'all are gonna think I'm crazy, okay? But there are times in life where I feel I'm a I'm a visual learner. I'm somebody obviously I have props all the time. I have not props, but items to show everybody all the time because I learn by seeing.
Mhm.
And so in my imagination during the day, if I have yucky thoughts or things that are uncomfortable, I imagine that I'm putting up the Wonder Woman bracelets. Ching ching! And I have an invisible force around me that is protecting me. So,
Sleep meds are bad for those crazy side effects. Sleep meds are chamomile. It grows in your yard. Sleep meds are soursop leaves.
yeah,
It grow in your yard.
lemon balm. Yep. All
Yeah.
those kinds of things that they can help you relax and have a good sleep. So, Sherry, you're rocking, baby. I just love it. You you holding one of them buckets for me while we're walking out of that fire.
Well, Bobby might be holding it, especially if it's a 5 gallon, but we got
That
it.
is
We,
right.
we got it. Shawnee, you know where we are. And y'all, we love hugs here at Black's Tropical. And they'll like to hug your neck.
I
But
do.
hugs are always, let me tell you, hugs are medicine. Oh my God,
Yes,
hugs
they
are
are.
medicine. I promise you, I think all the hugs and the love through Soil Family Expo made me ignore my back. I know I danced probably 10 hours out of the whole weekend and we walked probably six more, but hugs are medicine. I'm
Yes.
telling you, they are medicine. Hug your dogs, hug your husband, hug your wife, hug
Yeah.
your kids, your neighbor. They might be like, what's wrong? But it's medicine to the
That's right.
soul.
Now, Sherry, we're running out of time a little bit, but
Okay.
I want you to stay here because I want to give away a spoon. I mean a pusher. And where did I put them? Uh, I might talk to talk to the peeps for me
Talk
for
to
a minute.
people
Talk to them just for 2 seconds,
just for
and
2 seconds.
there we go.
Let's give Andell a second. So y'all, I it's like therapy, right? Love is medicine. I'm telling you. So just know that you got an entire family, and it may be virtual, and it's a little different, but just don't give up on each other. Don't give up on life, or don't give up on your dreams.
Ooh,
Other people cannot see your dreams or feel what you can feel, but eventually they will. I've seen so many stories last week where people said, that one spouse had this dream or had this whole thing planned out, and the other spouse was like, no, I don't think so. And then later on, that dream come true or it come to fruition. So
That's
never
right.
give up on each other and have each other back. Just listen to each other. Don't be so quick to downplay what somebody else feel or think, because you be amazed at what may come out on the end, and we don't know. I tell Bobby all the time, I'm not sure, but I'm always like, it's gonna happen. This is gonna happen,
That's
and,
right.
and we don't know. We don't know, and I
A
and I
leap of
said
faith.
yesterday, we don't know what God got in store for us. I'm sure Sandy did not see 108 years of life when she was in
Woo!
her 70s and 80s,
Yeah,
but
no
she
way.
lived to 108. We want to live as long as God see fit, but we want to do it healthy and happy and with each other. So we got
That's
to
right.
take care of
You
ourselves and
do
take
want
care of
to.
each other, because
Yeah.
we need each other.
I've already told my children, who wants to live, I mean, live by laying in the bed, not
Ooh,
being able to speak or anything else. But hey, XTMC,
hey,
hey, you sweet thing. I am really glad that you're here. Um, but at the same time, sometimes God holds a person here, not for that person, but for the people around them
yep,
to be able to come together or to separate, whatever. Um, but so you guys, thank you for being so incredibly supportive. Sherry, I'm
yes,
going to turn the page now.
yes, ma'am. I'm
I got
ready.
something in the mail.
Oh,
It's the coolest thing. I
well,
just have to get it installed. And y'all, I wrote to this company and said, "Hey, I got a couple of social media channels and I like your product. And I have brand new baby chickens. I mean, not itty bitty babies, but like 5 or 6 month old babies. And I need what you sell. So can we work a deal? Can we work a deal?" And guess what?
yeah.
Cozy. This is Chick Cozy. Chick Cozy sent me an electric chicken door.
Oh my goodness, those girls fancy. They moving on up like the Jeffersons.
Yes, they're moving on up, baby. I can tell you what what happened was Worth went out of town, and he's the morning person, and Ann had to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning or 6:30 to let those girls out.
That's
But
amazing.
so there'll be some videos that are coming about this chicken door. It runs on batteries, or you can plug it in the wall, and it's super easy to install. And best yet, if you're still in here, honey, oh, whoop, whoop, you gave me the gumption to do this. You just don't ever know where you influence people. She got herself an electric chicken door and she went out there and put it up right by herself. She got herself a screwdriver and a saw and she put that bad boy up. Didn't have help from anybody. She went out there and now her chickens can come and go in their coop out of their house just like they want. I'm so tickled. So that was the mail because it's 11:45. But yeah, come back with me so we're even because I wanted to share another something
Oh,
with y'all. There's going to be a video coming up. I already told Sherry this, but I am going shopping this weekend.
oh no.
The chicken math is already happening.
Chicken math is real. So you have to definitely. It's gonna be cute. So I wouldn't spoil it. Y'all look out
Oh,
for the video.
well, I mean, I can't not tell people. Yeah, you
It's
did
gonna
that.
be so
Best
cute.
Jet says I did that, and she did. She went out there and she did that. But so we have all four grandchildren are going to be here this weekend, and we're going to go to Tractor Supply, and I'm going to let each of them pick out a little baby chicken.
That's gonna be so cute because they can pick the baby that they like prefer, and name them. I think that'll be great.
That's right. Now, I do need to be able to steer them in the right direction. I don't want any Bantams. I don't want any
Yeah.
Silkies. I certainly don't want a turkey or a duck.
Yes.
But so during this, when it's over or whatever, how about y'all put in your favorite chicken breed? Because these silver laced Wyandottes are awesome.
They are gorgeous.
They're so quiet, though.
They are
I
very
mean, they're
quiet.
so quiet, and I live in a neighborhood, so I need for them to be quiet.
But even
No roosters,
our
kidding.
chickens are quiet. The Isa Brown, the only loud one is the Leghorn. She makes some weird noise all the time, but she's not loud. She just always talking trash.
Yeah, Thelma and Louise are going high tech, Connie. That's right. Rhode Island Reds. Okay.
Popeyes.
Popeyes. What's Popeyes? Chicken.
Brandon's
Oh,
favorite chicken.
Popeyes chicken. I eat your fried chicken. I do like fried chicken, though,
Just
however.
take the skin. My doctor said, just take the skin off sometime. I know that's the good part, but
Yeah, it is.
I need my
Let's see.
skin, buddy.
Her leghorn is, oh, well, not the wrong one. It keeps jumping away from me. Noisy when she's singing her egg song in the morning. Other than that, my ladies are pretty quiet. Now, I
Yeah,
cannot have a rooster in the neighborhood. I mean, unless, Tractor Supply Miss Miss doesn't. No
chickens are
guineas
very
for you
loud.
then. They're obnoxiously loud. Yeah, no guineas. Can't have
Yes,
guineas here.
they
And I don't want guineas. Really.
are
I,
loud.
I don't. Hey, Nikki from Everyday Life of an OCD is chick. But I'm excited about my door. And I did want to share with everyone that has chickens or a homesteading channel or something like that. Contact these people. They're on Instagram and they're just getting started, really. And it's Chick Cozy. Chick Cozy. They're fabulous. And when I put the video up, it'll have a discount link. So that's coming really soon.
Yep,
Now,
that's true, David Corey. Collars do work. They do work.
do they really make crow collars?
No, but you can with Velcro. It's just like a little dog collar. It doesn't hurt them or anything, but it make them quiet, and that's what we need to get more chickens.
Oh, I have never heard of anybody putting a collar on I mean, I've heard them putting collars on dogs that have the bark that sprays their
Yeah.
face or gives them a little zzz, and the geese would protect the chicken coop. Yeah, well, they're pretty good at it. And and we have a perimeter fence for the grandbabies. So just jumping in here to say, hey, Miss Native Cherokee, glad you're here. Yeah, Aunt Dilly loves you. I love you best yet. But anyway, I don't know what I was saying. It's hard to speak coherently and read things at the same time. But let's do a giveaway. It is 11:48, and
Oh
I'm
shit!
looking in my box of goodies. And you guys, this is my box that Uncle Wayne has offered to let me give away. But this is a brand new box of spoons and forks and pushers, spoons and pushers that Uncle Wayne has made for me to sell. So, if
So
you're
do you have a
interested,
hashtag?
let's do BTH, Black's Tropical Homestead.
Okay.
And girl, in the meantime, you have been on some videos this week.
We've met a lot of new friends. Well, we have met a lot of new friends with big numbers, but they are human and they are great people. So
And they care about you. It's just, I mean, you would say it if they had 100. or if they have a million, you would say, that you were on their channel. So
Yeah.
BTH is the hashtag. Can you bring that part up? And this is the pusher that we're going to put out there. It has Andale Homestead on the other end. BTH. So tell me the channels. First, it was Brie from Scratch.
Bree from Scratch, who we had no clue even existed until we were at her house.
She's really nice.
It was like, do y'all know this lady? Uh, the lady that needed help with her garden.
Right.
We
Yeah.
drove 4.5 hours to help her with her garden. Uh,
Yes.
so
Good
we were on
begets good.
Bree from Scratch, I think last week, and then we were on Justin Rhodes yesterday, maybe Sunday, one day. Sunday, I think we were on
Sunday.
Justin Rhodes, and yesterday we were on the Fit Farmer.
I am so tickled for you.
Yeah.
But
So
the
we got
reason,
more. We
yeah.
do have more surprises coming with these channels. So Justin is filming a TV show. It's like um Homesteaders Makeover, where he come and make over your homestead and help.
Yeah,
So
Homestead Heroes, isn't it?
yeah, Homestead and Heroes. So he is filming for his new TV show. So we will be on his TV show. But we got a lot more coming with some of these folks.
That's
Great
so
fans.
awesome. I am sitting there going, go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. That's just, go, baby, go.
Justin was picking with Bobby all day about his size. We
Yes,
got
but
snacks in the car. I'm like, oh yeah, we got snacks in the car. So he
he
can
does
eat.
kind of stand out in the crowd a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. And he
Not
worked
just
his
because he's
behind
cute.
off. Man,
Yeah,
I
he
was like,
was.
babe, can you take a break for a minute?
Yeah, he was working like crazy. But
So
he wanted to get it done. He figured there's
yes,
a job to do. Let's get it done.
yes. And it was fun, it's nothing like getting out there and helping the community. And it really made me feel good to find out that Justin, I mean, it did make me feel good to know that he was hurt, but to know that we could take all of that weight off of him and his kids, because his kids do a lot of work. But for
That's
us to
right.
be able to go and help and make Justin sit down, I even went and got my Mirror bench
Wasn't that nice?
to
It
make
was.
him sit down. He was like, "Oh no,
He's
I'm
talking
okay."
about Mirla.
Yeah, yeah. I was like, "You need to sit down." So it's good. So
Yeah.
anytime you can lend a hand, it doesn't cost you a thing. We did drive 4.5 hours, but it to know that we helped Bree and her 7 kids create a space to be able to eat good,
And
healthy food.
she wouldn't have been able to do that by herself. And
No,
even though, you know, people are not always what it looks like on the outside, where
true.
she lives in a nice neighborhood in a beautiful home, and it is because her brother purchased it for her.
Yeah,
She was on food stamps not long ago. She didn't know where her next meal for her children were going to be coming from. So
yeah.
things have changed, and she does the very best that she can. She's a nice woman. And Justin Rhodes' channel and his wife, what is his wife's name?
Rebecca.
Rebecca. Justin and Rebecca love to help where they can and
Yes,
spread the love, which is
they do.
awesome.
And no matter what, and Justin is in a lot of pain right now, and he's still doing so much to help and keep his own homestead running. So when
That's
we pull
right.
up the Bree house, I was like, we must be in the wrong neighborhood, because I thought we were going to put a greenhouse up and help with a garden.
And you
And then it
figure
was
that
this,
neighborhood wouldn't let greenhouses and
oh my
gardens up,
God.
right?
So that's why we started this homesteading, suburban homesteading series on Fridays, where we talk about homesteading in the suburbs, because most people think I can't have a garden because I live in an HOA, or I cannot. It's how you do it. So
That's right.
a lot of valuable information will come out of this community about
Yes.
homesteading.
And it's just amazing. And before I forget oh yeah, BTH. Yeah, Black's Tropical Homestead, and it is 11:54.
Yeah,
Danny um Danny Days Ahead goes live after me, as well as African Dreaming, and then it will be Yogi Hollow Farm. at one for the methods of strength. I can't remember the name of it. I don't know, but anyway, it's seven somethings, and it's an encouraging thing. So let's go ahead and hit that real quick. We have 46 entries out of 97. Y'all, nobody wants my pusher, and Aunt Betty
Nobody want to
love
push
you.
them.
Well, half people. If you get half, honey, I think you're doing great. Because a lot of people just don't want to go to the trouble.
Nobody want
Just
to push it. Even so, even if you are watching from Black's Tropical Homestead, you can still hashtag BTH. So
I know.
anybody
Yes,
can
yes,
enter.
yes.
Facebook can enter. You know, nobody is excluded. So definitely get in your BTH if you want Uncle Wayne's pusher because they sell fast once you put them for sale.
Yeah. Oh gosh, when I put these things up for sale, y'all, they're going to be gone in like an hour. And just give me the pusher, David says. I wish I could, baby. Wish I could.
And
All right, let's push
all
that
right,
button. It's going up to 52. We're
52.
going to do it in, we're going to count down from 5 because there is a delay.
Okay.
So, and Lorraine got in there. Maria got in there. Good. 5, 4, 3, F.R. Humphrey, 2, 1. Push.
Take your time.
Yay! Let's see who won the pusher and the scrubby today.
Scrub. I mean, these pushers are like seeds. You can never have too many.
That's the truth.
Go farmer.
Micro farmer, good for you, honey.
I
Micro,
saw bro.
I need for you to. I think. Well, he had to have been in here recently. I didn't see your name earlier. I'm so sorry I didn't speak. So please email me at andalehomestead@gmail.com. andalehomestead@gmail.com. Congratulations, Micro Farmer. That's so cool. And he has sent me a number of things. I really should already have his address, but you never know if people change or if they're going someplace else or whatever.
He need that. He need that. Act right stick for those puppies. He got two new puppies.
He went and got 2 puppies this weekend, didn't he? I
Yeah.
know.
I walk around with a switch, and the puppy's like, "Oh, here she comes. Let's go the other way." I'm like, "Okay, girls, got my switch."
Oh my goodness, like they're afraid of you. They are not afraid of her.
I'm not.
She is a big pushover when it came to those babies. She's definitely a grandma. What is it that you call yourself? Your
Dema.
Dema. That's it.
Dog grandma.
Dema. Sweet baby.
Dema, sweet babies.
All right. I hate to say goodbye to 100 people, but my mother always says, and leave them when it's good and they're not ready for you to leave yet because it will be more pleasant. Sherry, thank you so much for being here today, honey.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it so much.
Always.
So, as we close out the day, I want to remind you that there are times that we need to stand up. I'm going to concentrate on standing up. I'm going to concentrate on standing up and standing up for my faith, standing up for myself, standing up for my family, and standing up for humanity. When there are wrongs, we do need to stand up. You guys, don't forget that the Lord says, I know the plans I have for you, say the Lord. They're plans for good and not to harm you. They're plans for hope and a future. I love you all. We'll see you soon. I'll be in and out and all around. Talk to you later. Thank you so much for being here. Couldn't do it without you. Bye bye now. Love you.